Well, greetings, my fellow Narcadians. It's I, Talsar, Gelden, Master of the Narcadian Order, and I'm just going to be doing a random stream for tonight. I have no set plans for what I'm going to play tonight. I need to, of course, take time to get everything set up properly, and let anyone who may want to hop into my chat also participate on my Discord. So we'll see how this goes tonight. I have no idea how successful this is going to be. So, let me just hop over here. I need to get... One game I do want to showcase, though, is the new Gundam Evolution, so I need to get that set up. I probably could have done it before. Oh well. You get to see it live. And I'm playing in the background right now one of my favorite songs from Legacy of Kain, Ozar Minis. Probably help if I can pronounce it. Ozar Mid Resham from Information Society. I love the Legacy of Kain franchise. It's a shame that it really didn't continue. I'm going to turn the game volume down now so you can hear me a lot easier. I've been playing this off and on over the past few days, and it's challenging. You will die and die and die and die over and over again. The selection of mechs available, I don't think they're all technically Gundams. Most of them are. I mean, you saw what were in the intro. Just call them mechs as a catch-all generic term. They don't have a wide selection yet. Oh, what we got here? We've got a present box. Pick up. This is the in-game currency. I can't do ranked matches yet, so we're just doing casual stuff. See what I get dumped into here. One thing I will say, though, is unlike... This is an arena shooter similar in the same vein as Overwatch. The key placement, though, is a little bit weird. Q is still used for your ultimates, but this uses E, F, C, and V for lots of different things. B is your catch-all interact button to interact with consoles, repair your allies if they go down. E and F are used for your cooldowns. C is used for some mechs that have a special ability that they use the C key for. But the game mechanics are actually very similar to Overwatch, where you have an ultimate that charges as you do more damage or get more kills.
Select the suit you wish to pilot.
Alright, well, someone's already in the gun tank. Okay, so what should I hop into here? Barbados is pretty challenging to run as we are doing attack, so... I don't think I've really done this guy yet.
Your goal is to capture both target locations. The mission is about to begin.
Ready for battle, Command.
Alright, so right now, you can see my E key is for my shield bash, looks like. F is a remote charge. C, looks like it's some sort of heal thing, so... And that's right click for my shield so I can use it.
Preparations complete. Pilots, begin your assault.
Let's do this. This shoots.
Good luck out there.
And there you can see I'm already down. Someone's trying to repair me, and I'm down. Yeah,
Let's go.
that's how fast it can go.
That was a... Go get him.
Come on, hit them. Well, hit the wrong key.
Help is on the way. Someone give me some backup. Sorry.
I was trying to get to that repair. That was a health pickup behind me I couldn't get to.
Coming back with a vengeance.
Then I can drop down my repair thing.
Enemy confirmed. Coming back with a vengeance. Help is on the way.
Thanks for that.
Careful, we've got a brawler in the news.
Only one option left. Here we go.
Help is on the way.
Thanks for that. Allied unit down.
I destroyed an enemy flyer. Back to the shield, bud.
Capturing the objective. Objective contested.
It's a turret.
Area contested.
System charged. Rock and roll. Won't even leave a mark.
Fight for control of the target area.
Fuck.
Objective contested. 1 minute remaining. Your allies in rare form. Things are going well. All troops, press the advantage. This objective is nearly ours. Exciting. Fight for control of the target area.
Roger. Keep your eye on.
Objective A has been captured. Proceed to capturing Objective B.
Help is on the way. Understood. This.
Whoops.
Allied unit down.
Didn't want to throw that. Apparently I can't reload while my shield's up.
3 minutes remaining.
Time to settle this.
Enemy unit sighted.
This. Mission. Shield's doing fine. Shield can't hold much longer. This.
No, that won't repair my shield apparently.
Shield's breaking up.
Enemy G maneuver. We've got incoming.
They couldn't get to me.
This is getting serious. Can't take much more.
And the rate of fire on this weapon's kind of bad, so
Duck and cover, people. Found them. Shield's doing fine.
yeah.
Yeesh. It's raining scrap out there. Just do what you can.
1 minute remaining.
Enemy brawler down. That's one down.
Enemy unit sighted.
I'm here for you. This should work.
Ow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now entering overtime. Allied
Ah. Man. I mean, it looks like my weapon does a pretty fair amount of damage. It's just the slow rate of fire and the high maneuverability of a lot of these mechs makes it difficult to land the hits.
Select the suit you wish to pilot.
And for the clarity of, so we got, oh, it has, hold your shield, reliable close range pistol with 0 accuracy loss. That's nice. So it's primarily a close range weapon, but homing mines, detonator bomb, shield bash, and repair grenade. So that's this one's special abilities. So not a terrible mech all the way around. It seems to be kind of like a support role type of deal, I guess.
Tactical says you're doing well. Keep going.
Stick with me, kiddos. I'll protect you. Just try to keep up with me, huh?
The armor on this thing, though, is not that great, but it makes up for it with the shield.
Hey, Brett.
Hey, Ironbite, how you doing?
It's me.
Oh, hey, Zach, great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm kind of drunk right now.
You sound like it.
Yes. I drank a lot of vodka and tequila today.
Are you still drinking the same bottle you were drinking earlier in the week, or
Those were cans.
The enemy has begun their assault.
tequila comes in
To
cans?
me, boss.
It is if you get pre-made cocktails. Do I really sound drunk to you?
You sound tired.
I kind of am, but I'm ready and wearing to do streaming shit. Whatever the fuck you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. You didn't answer what you were streaming.
Where did you ask the question?
On the Narthadian Order updates and announcements.
Oh, I didn't see you post. Right now I'm playing Gundam Evolution.
Oh, cool. I should totally play that. I have that on my Steam account right now. But I also want to play Crusader Kings.
I don't have.
You should get it. It's very fun if you want to go fucking beat up the Pope. You know how many times I beat up the Pope in Crusader Kings?
They've nearly captured the objective.
Not as many times as I beat up the Pope in medieval Total War 2, where I made it my mission one time as England to get excommunicated, then beat up the Pope, and then join Islam, cause fuck that, cause fuck the Pope. Pope Urban II can kiss my ass. By the way, when are we ever gonna play Skyrim together?
I don't know. No one else seems to say anything about doing it, so I'm just waiting for everyone else to see whether or not they want to do it.
I'm ready. I have Skyrim Special Edition installed with all the mods that you listed. I should probably update those.
Yeah, the special edition just had I have Anniversary, but they just had an update, and Skyrim Together also has an update for it. What the hell? Where the hell you come from? Man, right at our spawn.
Drive the enemy away from the objective.
But, yeah, I'm totally willing to play Skyrim together. I've never played it. I played Skyrim a lot, like I got in the special edition 169 hours, and in regular edition of Skyrim I got 416. I do wonder what is the most played game in my Steam library. Don't they have a way you can list that?
Of what? The most played games?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can sort that. You can sort your list.
Let's see, how do I do that? I guarantee you the most played game is gonna be Gary's mod. Because I've played like... I spelled Gary wrong. I played 951 hours of Gary's mod in my life. Granted, a good chunk of that wasn't actually me playing the game. Because I used to share a Steam account with my cousin. He has his own Steam account now.
Help is on the way.
Because he actually has a job.
Jobs are important if you're a gamer, that's for sure.
Yes, he... Yeah, he has a job at Home Depot.
I'm here for you.
I think he's a manager now, which is good for him. He's actually trying to start his own business. I hope it succeeds, because fuck working minimum wage.
Mission. I'm here for you. Repairs underway. Thanks.
I'm slowly sobering up, which I hate.
3 minutes remaining.
I have like 6 games installed, not counting games that I don't care to mention at the moment because they're not safe for work.
Hmm. I've got so many games installed, and I, wish I had more time to play them. But all right, let's. Where are we? Where are we trying to go here? Oh yeah, we're defending this position. Is what we're trying to do. Oh, damn. Got annihilated.
Coming back with a vengeance. Stay shut. Got a shield time. Help is on the way. How's this?
So I got the new Animal Crossing.
I've never been into Animal Crossing.
Bad boy.
I'm very into Animal Crossing because it allows me to live my dream of having a house and people who like me a lot. Granted, I have a lot of people who like me. It's just that I really like Animal Crossing because I can own a house. Granted, when my grandmother eventually dies, the house I'm living in is going to transfer to me, so I technically can own a house.
Homeownership, the ultimate fantasy.
Yes, for millennials, it is the greatest fantasy.
Roger. Keep your eye on the
Although some people would not say I'm a millennial.
30 seconds left.
I was born in '95, and I don't know where that line ends and begins.
I would say that, yeah, you are a millennial.
I mean, I'm almost 30. I'm 28 right now.
For millennials, it's, I believe, if you entered the adulthood around the millennium, so, or if you were born before then.
Yeah. So yeah, technically will eventually live the millennial dream of owning my own house.
Oh, it's
It's just
draw. Okay.
It's just that it'll come with the horrible fact that my grandmother will die.
Yeah.
And I like my grandmother. She is essentially my actual mother because my actual mother didn't raise me. Coincidentally, my actual mother's dead, so that doesn't really matter to me. I am totally giving up on my Dead Space 2 Let's Play. Dead Space Let's Play.
Really?
Yeah. I only made 2 episodes and I just do not give a fuck about it. I never was much of a but I still did Let's Plays. I didn't do it very well to begin with. Like, I would not really play games that most people would consider trendy or popular.
This is a point capture mission.
Like, the only game I ever played that was, like, new when it came out was Command and Conquer, the last Command and Conquer game, which was a remake of the first 2. You know, Red Alert.
Oh yeah, the remastered. Yeah, I have that.
And
yeah, because the
yes,
I grew up on the Command and Conquer games. I've always been a big fan of them. And,
I never grew up on them, but I honestly don't remember where I even heard about Command and Conquer. Actually, you know what? I think I remember what happened. I was at the store one time with my cousin, the one who's working at Home Depot. I call him the Army cousin because that was the most interesting thing he did in his life is he joined the U.S. Army and he was a U.S. Army Ranger. Me and him were at I think it was Walmart, and we had enough money to buy one single game, and I saw the Command and Conquer collection on sale, and that included every Command and Conquer game available at that time.
Yeah, I have that through Origins.
Same here. And we never played any of the older ones. You know which one we played the most?
Which one?
Generals.
Yeah, Generals was a good one.
And me and him would play that endlessly alongside World of Warcraft because I at that time had a World of Warcraft account. We actually had a race to see who could make it to level, was it 50 or 55? I don't remember. I'd have to ask Ironbite because he played War. And I don't know if you played World of Warcraft, Brett.
I have tried off and on to get into that game, and honestly, it's just not for me. There were only a few MMOs growing up I liked to play, and
was one of them EverQuest?
I did play EverQuest and EverQuest 2. I also like City of Heroes.
Never played City of Heroes. No, wait, yes I did. I did play it, but then the server shut down eventually, and I stopped playing it before that, though.
Yeah,
anyway.
Although I think now there are fan-supported servers out. Wow, I got annihilated fast. Yeah, I think there are fan-supported servers out, and you can get access to, the character creator and stuff like that now. Alright, we lost Objective A. That's great.
But I remember me and my cousin, we had a race to see who could reach level 55 or 50. I don't remember which one it was first. And whoever did it first would get the honor of playing the Death Knight. Because at the time, to play a Death Knight, you had to have a character that was level 50-something. Because me and him stopped playing World of Warcraft he stopped playing right around the end of Wrath of the Lich King, which was, I think, the best expansion for World of Warcraft ever.
Ooh, that was a tough fight.
And I stopped playing right around the beginning of the Cataclysm expansion. and me and him have never really bothered to go back to the game. Mostly because we've sort of drifted from playing those games. I have the time to play it. I just don't want to play World of Warcraft anymore. Honestly, I'm more interested in playing the older Warcraft RTS games.
Okay.
Fish. It's raining scrap.
Like, I have a copy of StarCraft. I still have CD copies of StarCraft, Warcraft 3, and Diablo in the first Diablo game.
Oh. Yeah, I still have a lot of that stuff on CD too. Although, you know, my computer doesn't have a CD drive, so. And most of the
Mine
games
does.
Yeah, and most games are digital anyway, so.
Yeah, but I have a CD copy of a lot of games. I still have a CD copy of BioShock Infinite. I don't even know why the fuck I own that.
Yeah, that BioShock Infinite on CD, that's unusual. I thought it was mostly a digital release.
No, they had some selected CD copies. I got the CD copy of it. Although it came with a digital, a key that you could enter on Steam.
Rock and roll.
So I have the CD case and the CD copy for prosperity reasons. But, like, I own a digital copy on my Steam account. I should play that again. I haven't played BioShock Infinite since 2019. Wow, that's quite a while ago.
This is gonna.
That's pre-pandemic. Quite literally, because the last time I played it was February 2nd, 2019. Very succinct considering what that month is. And what one of the themes of BioShock Infinite is about.
Exactly where I am.
Would you believe when I first played that game, I didn't realize what the heck was happening in the first beginning sections until someone explained it to me?
No, yeah, I can understand that.
Specifically, I didn't know that what was going to happen to that interracial couple was a stoning.
Looks like I'm out.
Yeah,
And it wasn't until
yeah, that game was dark.
I mean, the subject matter it deals with is dark. It deals with, you know, the sort of systemic racism that perpetuated America's back in the was it 20th? 20th century, because I think BioShock Infinite takes place in the 1900s. Let me look that up. What year does Infinite take place? (1912). So yes, it was the 20th century. But yeah, and as a black person, I know quite a bit about the very broad systemic racism that exists in this country. Because I am subject to it every fucking day. There's a reason I want to move to Ireland. It's not the best place to live, but it would probably be better living there than here. Also, I wouldn't have to learn how to speak a new language, unlike, say, Germany or Finland or someplace else that I want to live. But then I'd have to deal with England's bullshit, and I don't know if I want to deal with that now that Charles is in charge, and that fucking bitch of a prime minister they got is in charge.
Actually, there's this funny video someone made with King Charles where I think he's signing something. I don't know what he's signing, but someone did like
1 minute remaining.
did a dub over of it of his
Your allies in rare form.
lip movements. I think they actually added some lip movements to him. It's actually pretty funny, where he's just basically he's complaining about why he has to, why do I have to do this bullshit? I'm king now. I've seen it. I've seen it pop up on Twitter a couple times.
I honestly don't go to Twitter anymore. The place made me very depressed, and I've sort of just left it, probably for the better in my life. Would you believe Instagram is much better on my mental health than fucking Twitter?
Really?
Yes. I think it's because on Instagram, I don't see any political posts. Whereas every person I follow on Twitter, whether they be a personal friend of mine, it's like Ironbite or my friend Laura, posted nothing but like shit that just made me fucking depressed. But on Twitter, but on Instagram, I only follow like a few things. I follow the Xbox account because I really like Xbox. I follow Halo because I like Halo. I follow the NASA account because space shit is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I follow Rooster Teeth because I like Red versus Blue and Ruby and a lot of other stuff they do. I follow Dr. Mike. I don't know if you know who Dr. Mike is.
Not offhand.
Look him up. He's a pretty cool dude. He's a doctor who's also a YouTube personality, and he does like reactions to medical movies and TV shows, and he also does like.
Oh yeah, no, I think I may have seen some of his videos. I think he was doing a video on Space Marines from Warhammer.
No, different person.
Different person, yeah. There's a doctor I was watching over how medically feasible making a Space Marine would be with current technology.
That might have been Installation Zero. I'll send you a link on Discord for Dr. Mike, because you might actually have seen him, because he's been on stuff. But yeah, I highly recommend Dr. Mike. He's a very interesting YouTube channel. Believe it or not, from his YouTube channel, I learned that one of my favorite actors is gay. I did not know that.
Pilots, begin your assault.
Now, which one was that?
Let's get out there and
Let me see.
Fight well.
Cal Penn.
Don't know who that is.
You ever seen Harold and Kumar go to White Castle?
No.
No, really?
No.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I've never seen any Harold and Kumar's movies.
I'm trying to think of any other movies he's been in that you might have seen. He was also in the Van Wilder films.
Nope. Didn't watch any of those.
I'm just gonna go to his IMDb page and I'm just gonna start listing films until you say yes.
Oh, this should be fun. Well, it should be great quality content for my stream.
House. He was in an episode of House once.
Okay, well, I mean, that doesn't really narrow it down. A lot of people were in House.
He played from 2007 to 2012, so that narrows it down a bit.
Scratch one bogey.
Let's see.
Things are going well. All troops, press the advantage. This objective is
No, that doesn't. He was also in Designated Survivor.
proceed to capture.
Okay, I watched that series.
Well done.
He played Seth Wright in that.
I don't remember who that is.
Was he? I think he was also in The Eternals, wasn't he?
I never saw the Eternals.
Oh, No, it wasn't him. It was one other Indian dude. Cassine something. I can't remember his full name. He used to be on The Daily Show, and he had a show on Netflix. These don't sound like things you've seen, so... Oh, he was on How I Met Your Mother. I don't know if you saw that or not.
No, didn't watch that one. I'm not a big fan of sitcoms.
Yeah, the biggest thing he was in is the Harold and Kumar series. You ever seen the Epic movie?
No.
Don't, it's bad. It was the same shitty amount of parody movies that, like, Meet the Spartans and the Scary Movie franchise were made from.
Fantastic.
And I'm talking like the Scary Movie franchise after 3. Because the first 3 were pretty good, in my opinion. Especially 1 and 2. 3 was okay, but after 3, it sort of went downhill. Oh, I didn't even know he was in Son of the Mask. I paid money to go see that in theaters, and I regretted it.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Then again, I also paid money to go see Master of Disguise in theaters.
Not at all.
I admit this was a team.
I mean, I like Dana Carvey. You know, he's a good impressionist and whatnot. I did not see that movie in the theaters. My family rented it, so.
It was one of the few movies few bad movies I was able to sit through. Very telling that when that movie came out, I was about maybe what? Let me look that up. How old was I when this movie came out? I had to be 2002, so this was post 9/11, so.
This is a domination mission.
I was 7 years old. And even back then, I had a eye for movies I didn't like.
Wait, 2002? I was
In
22.
your 30s, right?
No, I was 22.
Okay. I was asking, are you in your 30s right now?
No, I'm 40.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I haven't played the OG Gundam yet. Let me give this guy a try.
I played the OG Gundam in that game. I suck at it. You know who's the Gundam I'm very good at?
Which one?
Tank Gundam.
Yeah, I've been using that one a lot too. The one that I also have tried that's also pretty difficult for me to use is Barbados, because Barbados is straight up melee.
Yeah, he's like trying to play Reinhardt in Overwatch.
Well, without that, using a shield to block everything.
Let's do this.
Right. I was a good, fairly okay Reinhardt player. I never really liked playing straight up melee characters in any game, because I always feel like the characters who have guns have an advantage against you no matter what. Although Reinhardt with the shield, he at least mitigated most of the advantage that straight up melee players have against players who have hit scan weapons. But my best plays were never with any of those classes. I was always better as a support class. I was the best Mercury, whatever the fuck her name is.
Mercy,
yeah. I was the best Mercy player in the fucking world.
Back with a vengeance.
Like, I would regularly get top 5 spot for being the best support character in the fucking world, because I knew how to play my goddamn class unlike every fucking body else. Like, yeah, I would have to go fucking heal that Genji main who doesn't know how to fucking play every 60 minutes. But I'd do it and I'd fucking be good at it.
So are you going to be checking out Overwatch 2 when it comes out?
Oh, hell fucking no. I dropped out of Overwatch like 3 years ago and I'm not going back. I refuse to pay money for that shit again.
Well, I think if you own Overwatch 1, I don't think you have to pay to get Overwatch 2 because they're shutting down the servers for Overwatch 1 at the same time it launches. So
Well,
that would be kind of really bad marketing.
Dick move.
If they were just go ahead and we're going to shut down this game you paid for and make you pay money to buy this other game that we're supposed to be the successor. So.
Well, I doubt Overwatch 2 is coming to the PlayStation 4 because I don't own a PlayStation 5 yet, and that was the system I owned the original Overwatch on, and my fishing rod broke. God damn it! Why am I playing Animal Crossing at night? The neighbors are usually asleep by this point in time. Oh, no, wait, there's still one neighbor who's not asleep. Hey, look, it's a moth. I'm gonna catch a moth. Come here, you son of a bitch. I caught a moth. Too bad it's not one of the cute moths. Did you know there is such thing as cute moths, Brett?
Oh, what now?
Did you know there was such a thing as cute moths?
I mean, I cute? I don't know if I would ever really describe any of them as being cute.
Prepare to be amazed.
Don't let him escape. This is gonna hurt.
I'm gonna look up the moths that I think, some of the moths that I think is cute.
Got a trick or two up my sleeve. He found me. That's one down.
You ever heard of a rosy maple? A rosy maple moth?
Can't say that I have, no.
I'm gonna send you a picture of it, and you gotta show it on stream for me, please. Look at this cute son of a fucking bitch. Look at how furry he is, or she. I don't know. I don't know what gender moths want to go be called by.
We've taken control.
Come
If
on.
you call me by
I got you. Okay, yeah.
the gender I like to be called by is nothing, because I don't have a gender. Fuck gender. Gender's a fucking construct that should be abolished anyway. This message brought to you by the bisexual gender son of a bitch who doesn't know anything. There's an owl in Animal Crossing. I'm gonna take a picture of it. Because I like owls. Did you know there was, for a whole year, a bat lived in my attic?
No.
Yeah, for a whole year, a bat lived up there, and I heard him every fucking day, and it annoyed the shit out of me, but I wish he was back there, because bats are cool. Did you look at the rosy paper?
I'm in a match right now, so I can't look away.
Okay. It's a cute moth. It's a rosy maple moth. There's also one other moth that's really cute called a poodle moth.
Okay, I think I've seen pictures of those. Alright. Oh man, that was just round one, damn.
I like moths. They're one of the few bugs I can tolerate. Besides spiders. I think spiders are really cute, although spiders aren't bugs. They're arachnids.
Right.
Select the suit you wish to pilot.
Alright, let's see, what should I use this time? Mm,
Do I have enough logs? Yes, I do have enough tree branches to make another fishing rod. That is the one thing I hate about this new Animal Crossing is that for the most part, until you start like getting more crafting recipes,
You're doing fine, pilot. Keep it up.
or unless you're lucky, the standard of the standard fare, you know, fishing rods, bug nets, shovels, they will break in this game until you get like the more upgraded versions.
The enemy has begun their assault.
Leave it to me, boss. Moving to intercept hostiles.
Wait.
Combat in progress. Deploy
God damn it, I made 2 fucking nets. I don't need another net, I need a goddamn fishing rod.
Enemy shield user replace sight. Enemy unit located.
Now I gotta go shake some more trees to get sticks. Oh, well, I guess it's a good thing I made that other fishing rod because the fishing rod not fishing rod, the other net I had, because the net I had just broke as soon as I caught a cherry blossom. I realized that my character that I made my Animal Crossing character kind of look like what I'd imagine my mom would look like in Animal Crossing. This isn't the first time I've accidentally made my mom in a video game, believe it or not.
I mean, don't you have any pictures of her?
Yes, I do. It's just that I don't keep them around in my room. And I don't intentionally make characters that look like my mom. I just do it by accident.
Damn it.
to objective C.
Oh, that is a big fucking moth. What the fuck is that shit? Damn it, I missed.
Let's go. Enemy flying type spotted. This is gonna hurt. Bullseye.
That's not the button. No, that's not it. I'm slowly sobering up and I hate it because I want to stay drunk for a bit longer. I could probably go get more booze because I have like a couple more cans of those cocktails. But I'm not going to. Oh, I can make a fishing rod. Okay, to the crafting bench thingamajig. Oh, they call it the DI. You notice that after Minecraft, every game sort of added crafting to it?
It became a genre, yeah. I mean, there are a lot of survival games of that out there.
Area contested.
But I noticed that games that never had crafting explicitly after Minecraft became like the big uber hit that it was, added crafting. And like even like what, like nearly 10 years after Minecraft sort of left the popular zeitgeist, it's still popular, but it's not like it was back in its heyday where like everybody played Minecraft.
I mean, we used to have a Minecraft server.
It's a balloon. Good thing I have a slingshot. I missed. I missed again.
Oh,
God damn it. Gotcha, bitch. Why did I press that button? What's in the present that fell from the... Ooh, a drum set. I'm keeping that. That's cool. I used to play the drums. I was a shitty musician. Because I could never play any instrument that I got for well. The only instrument I know how to play somewhat semi-decently is the fucking piano.
I don't know. I don't know how to play any instrument. I've never been particularly interested in, that aspect of things.
I used to be part of my old high school's marching band before I had a falling out with the marching band teacher because I hated him. I used to play the saxophone.
My brother played the saxophone.
Let's see what fish I catch. Oh, it's another sea bass. I caught a sea bass in real life one time.
Fight for control of the target area.
It was not the biggest fish I ever caught. That goes to a catfish I once caught when I was about 8.
Objective contested.
With my late uncle, who was pretty cool.
Objective C.
He died last year. It was a very horrible time because he died almost the day after Christmas.
30 seconds left.
After being in a coma for 3 weeks. After being in a coma for 2 weeks.
Area now entering overtime.
That was not a fun Christmas for us.
Keep your eye on them.
Captured objective C.
Wait, is that the same? I wonder.
Incoming. Appreciate the support. Time to move.
Let's see, because I think Animal Crossing accurately uses moon phases. Yes, that is the correct moon phase. Waxing crescent. That's cool. Coincidentally, it's spring in my game, despite it being fall in the current hemisphere we live in, because I wanted to live on the hemisphere that has summer in the winter.
Contested. Area contested.
Come on, we're so close to winning this match. Come on.
Fight for control of the target area.
Coming back with a vengeance.
Your
And-
team is leading the charge. Round
Oh, wow, that was close. That was a close. Yeah. We stopped. It was like this particular map was like control the area for, up to 100%, and it was
the suit you wish
the enemy got up to 99.9%. We were able to stop them.
Oh, I've had that happen to me in the Gundam game. You know what's funny? This is the second Gundam game I've played that's free to play.
Oh.
There was one other one that I played on my PlayStation that had slightly more Gundams, including a Gundam from my favorite Gundam series ever.
Which one is that?
Are you ready?
Mobusu Gundam
Now.
800 MS Team.
Yeah. One thing.
It was
One thing that's interesting about this is that this has Gundams from like all the other from like all the continuities, most of them anyway.
correct. That one had Gundams from all the continuities too. Like it had Gundams from as far as it even had Gundams from the Gundam series that Gundam doesn't like to acknowledge all the time.
Commencing mission.
Fight well, pilot.
Like it had 2 Gundams from the best Gundam series besides the one I really like, G Gundam. You remember G Gundam?
No, I never watched it. The only Gundam series I watched was Iron Blood Orphans.
I have watched, let's see, I watched the original Gundam when it was first dubbed, well not first dubbed, but when it was dubbed by Toonami, back when I was a kid, so that was like 17 years ago. I watched the 800 MS Team when that was also broadcasted over here in the States. I watched one of the Gundam movies that took place in that same time period. Coincidentally, all the Gundam stuff I watched, besides G Gundam, took place during the Universal Century timeline, which is like the original timeline of Gundam.
Spotted me.
Fight for control of the target area.
Flyer.
What else? I watched G Gundam. I watched Gundam Seed. I watched Gundam Wing, and that's about it. Then I dropped out of Gun. Oh, and I also watched SD Gundam when that was a thing.
To objective B.
And then I stopped caring about Gundam and haven't really gone back to watch it in any capacity besides watching older seasons. My friend Frank, he's more into Gundam. He has like a lot of figures and he builds like Gunpla and stuff like that. I'm one of those people who is just tangentially related to likes Gundam.
Yeah.
Capturing.
Honestly, I'd have more anime figures if more anime figures weren't just like scantily clad waifu figures.
Contested.
Let's go.
Because I live with two older women, and that seems really weird to have like scantily clad figures. Maybe once my aunt and my grandmother move out, which will probably never happen. Maybe, but I wasn't really into that stuff even when I was like still going to conventions.
Roger. Keep your eye on.
Like, I have 2 anime figures. One is for an anime slash manga I don't even like anymore, but I just keep it because I paid money for it.
Our forces have the advantage.
Like, I could probably get rid of it. I know one of my cousins likes the anime that's from, but like I paid like $30 at RTX to buy this stupid statue. And god fucking damn it, I'm gonna keep it until I either get tired of it or give it to someone else. And like I said, it's for an anime I don't even want, an anime slash manga I don't even care about anymore. Because it lost my interest like years ago. And from what I've gathered from people who still watch it, I'm better off not getting back into it anyway.
And which one was it?
My Hero Academia.
No. And
Capturing objective C.
I've liked the anime. I mean, that's gonna be pretty good.
Looks like I'm out.
From what I've gathered from people who read the manga, it has vastly overstayed its welcome, and they don't particularly like the message it's delivering nowadays. Like, the message it seems to be going for is like, even if you hate the system, support the system, because fuck you.
We win.
Almost to the finish line.
So yeah, I have a Deku figure that I bought at RTX back when I was used to actually somewhat be into My Hero Academia, but I've like so far just dropped the fandom and dropped the show, and I never even read the manga. And the manga's like almost done anyway, and I don't have any desire to go read it.
You'll love to see it.
The other anime figure I have is from an anime I actually really, really like, and I mention it anytime I get a chance to. And that is JoJo, because I love JoJo.
Alright, there we go. Finally finished that match. Let's take a look at what you posted here. Where'd you send it? Oh,
I sent it to you on
I see, private message. Okay.
You ever watch JoJo, Brett?
I've tried. I made it as far as was it Stardust Crusaders, but just the style of it, just the there's a lot of things about that show just really didn't draw my interest. I get what the author was doing with,
Oh yeah.
I mean, doing all the puns. I enjoyed the puns. I mean, Japanese culture is rife with them, and a lot of their work. So I got that and all the references there. But from what I understand, the guy was like a fashion designer, and he incorporated a lot of those designs in his characters, and the costumes just don't work.
No, he's not a fashion designer. He just likes fashion.
But yeah, realistically, they don't work.
I mean, JoJo was never about realism. I mean, the main power in the series after part 2 is like ghosts that do shit, and they get very weird. Like post part 3,
Right.
Stans and JoJo get very interesting and intricate.
Yeah, so I'm showing that picture you sent. I mean,
Do you think it's a...
I mean, it has interesting coloration on it. I mean, I'm not that big into moths where I say it's cute. So, I mean,
I think it's cute.
I mean,
like I said,
I mean, if that's your thing, that's your thing.
Like I said, I'm one of those people who thinks moths are cute, but I also think snakes are cute. And spiders are cute. And rats are cute. I'm one of those people who evolution decided that they were not going to be deathly afraid of snakes, despite the fact that it's an evolutionary thing. Which technically makes me a fucking mutant. I mean, I'm already a mutant because I have like a weird thing. Like, I'm kind of sober right now, despite the fact that I got really fucking drunk today.
It's been a long time since I've been drunk. I mean, being a diabetic, getting consuming alcohol is not necessarily one of the best things you can do. But I mean, there are alcoholic drinks out there I could drink that are relatively safe, like flavored seltzer waters, that sort of thing. Although I do like, one of my favorite beers is Killian's Irish Red. That's one of my favorites, and of course, I also like Sam Adams.
I don't like beers as much. I prefer spirits, which unfortunately means I pay more money to get drunk than anyone else.
Yeah, I've never really been that big into hard liquors. I mean, I have, I'll drink them, but I'm not gonna go. It's a very rare thing when I actually go out and buy buy hard liquor, because you're right, they are expensive. And there is one that I do like. I really like Captain Morgan Black Spice Rum, and I will mix that with Pepsi.
If I had to choose my favorite liquor out of all the liquors I've drunk, and it's been quite a few because I'm a prolific drinker. Often like to drink. I mean, like to drink, and I often like to joke that I am an alcoholic in waiting. I was really fond of Maker's Mark the last time I had it. Granted, the last time I had Maker's Mark was when I was in Texas. Like, fuck. This is back in 20. I want to say, because let's see, how old was I in 2016? Yeah, I just turned 20. I had just turned 21 in 2016, and I went to a bar in Austin, Texas, for Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Come on, why won't this game pop up?
And that was the evening I just.
Oh wow, my computer just kind of froze up for a second. Are you still there? If he's talking, I can't hear him. And let's take. Okay. Okay. My mic is not okay. What's going on here? All right, all this stuff is try.
Hmm?
Okay, there we go. Now it's working again. Yeah, my computer just kind of froze up for a second, and I couldn't hear or talk to you. So for a second,
What was the last thing you heard me mention?
uh, I don't recall.
I was telling a story of how I was drunk in 2016. I got drunk in 2016 in Austin, Texas,
Okay,
at a bar,
okay,
and I'm sort of like I'm very talkative with you right now, but that's just because I'm friends with you. But usually, I'm a very silent, not a silent drunk, because if I like talk to a person and I find like because I can be talkative when I'm drunk, but like for the most part, I tend to stay to myself when I'm drunk. Only if like if I think I'm friendly with somebody, I'll be talkative. Like the last time I got drunk in public was again in Austin, Texas, because I like Austin, Texas.
mm. I don't know if I have a type per se. I've never been drunk enough times to really find out definitively.
I have, and I can definitively say I am a talkative drunk if I think I can be friends with you. Otherwise, I will just stay in a corner and just be myself until I call the people who come to pick me up because I don't drive very often. I have a driver's license, but I don't like driving. I mean, I guess it's a good thing that I don't drink and drive anyway. I drink responsibly, and by responsibly, I get drunk. I
So,
get drunk enough to get nearly black out, and then I go do something else, and then I get sober like an hour or two later because my body filters drugs really quickly.
mm. Right now I'm switching over to RimWorld.
Mm. Coincidentally, that means I can't get drugged.
Oh yes, you can.
Not easily. Um, to give you an idea of how drug resistant I actually am, last time I went under the knife for a surgery, they had to give me a double dose of anesthetic.
Let's see here. There's a couple of mods I want to turn off. Where are they at?
All
Here
right, how many weeds have I collected? I have collected 46 weeds in this game.
Turn that one off.
I am eventually gonna get rid of all the weeds in this place. God damn it! I'm gonna make my island beautiful. I'm gonna plant a fuck ton of flowers. And it's gonna live up to its name. Cause I named this place what did I name this place? Um uh where did I mention it? Atahawu. I can't pronounce Maori words. Anyway, the name of my island on Animal Crossing is the Maori word for lovely because I think that's cool. I think the Maori language should be more appreciated. I met a Maori person once. Did I ever tell you that story?
No.
It was at a convention where all awesome things happened. He was a pretty cool dude. I don't remember his name. All I know is he was shirtless because he was cosplaying as a character who doesn't wear a shirt.
Hmm.
He was also very attractive. Not the first time I went at a convention. I saw a cosplayer that I went, yeah, I'd probably bone them.
All right, there we go. Go with that mod set.
I will be right back. I got to use the bathroom.
Fair enough. But yeah, I've got a lot of mods loaded in this game, so the load time is pretty high, and I disabled a bunch of more adult-oriented mods I have picked up. So keep this server, you know, safe for work. Hmm. Just see here, checking my stream here. Who is that? Zakati Knox? Is he still? Sorry, I don't have the chat window up. I'm looking at my phone right now at it, so I don't have. If I had like two monitors, I could have like one up for the stream, but I don't. You know, being poor sucks and all that. Okay, I just ignore all this stuff. This is nothing. Okay, so let's do a new colony. I have a lot of scenarios here, but one of the core ones we'll just do crash landed. We don't want anything too extreme. Now, ordinarily, I would uh, have a full globe here, but it takes a long time to generate, so I'll just stick with 30%.
I'm back, bitches.
Okay. For all of our one viewer, I'm guessing. If assuming I'm looking at that right, I'm looking at it on my phone, so yeah, one watching. Oh, is that you, Zygrade, or is that
No.
someone else? Okay.
I don't really go to Twitch all that much.
I don't stream to Twitch.
Oh, what do you stream on?
YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And there's a reason why I do that is because since I don't have like a partner account with Twitch, any stream I record there is deleted like in a week. With YouTube, it's there as long as until I delete it. So
Yay, then that means everyone on who follows your YouTube can see my drunken shenanigans for fucking ever.
well, hear not see, because you're not on video.
I mean, not that I give a much of a fuck. I'm playing Animal Crossing, eating Ritz crackers with peanut butter on them, and
Ritz. I like Ritz crackers.
I like Ritz too.
Nice, buttery, flaky, good with cheese.
I like it better with peanut butter. Hey, look, it's another moth in Animal Crossing. Get here, moth.
Although I do like Wheat Thins.
I like Wheat Thins as well.
Yeah. The downside with having a lot of mods in this game, it takes a while to load stuff up. But
Oh, keep going.
Although the mods do expand upon a lot of things in this game, and adds new degrees of not just functionality, immersion, just and quality of life improvements. For instance, one of the mods I have adds the necessity of having hygiene. So it adds plumbing and, needing to have a water supply, toilets, baths, showers. But also includes things like a water irrigation system is useful for when you have plants.
I've always wanted to play RimWorld because it seemed like a less annoying to learn Dwarf Fortress, which I've also wanted to get into.
Yeah, I have Dwarf Fortress somewhere on my computer. I don't think I've ever played it, and if I recall, I think Dwarf Fortress is like an ASCII-based graphic system, which is, that's pretty old school.
Yeah.
But yeah, from what I have heard, this is in the same vein as that, where you have a colony that you manage, and there, if you have certain mods, most pretty much like right now, all the mods I'm running come off of the games off of the workshop, and you can add more starting scenarios. The basic scenario I'm doing is called Crash Landing, where it's a group of 3 survivors who whose ship that they're in cryo suspension in suffered a critical malfunction and their escape pods launched. So now you're on this planet with limited resources to start with, and you have to establish a colony and survive and fend off threats because you're not alone on this planet. There are other factions, there are raiders. So, and there are people you can establish friendly relations with to trade. And the main goal is to build a ship and leave.
Cool.
And
Part of the reason I.
Hmm?
No, keep going.
Well, like 2 of the mods I turned off was there's a Zombieland mod which adds zombies that spawn in. That can get pretty hectic. And the other one was there's another mod that adds like magic into the game, which I disabled.
I've kind of tried to get into Dwarf Fortress. I don't think I'll ever get into it for 2 reasons. One, it seems too complicated for my taste, and 2, you know this already, I don't like fantasy dwarves.
Really, you don't like fantasy dwarves? So what
No,
about?
I.
So what
For
about?
some reason,
Sorry.
for some reason, dwarves just do not interest me at all in any sense.
I mean, they're basically short, hairy, drunk Irishmen, no, Scottishmen. So I mean,
I like Scottish people. I just don't like dwarves.
it's not totally accurate to call them short because they're still a medium-sized creature. They're stocky. You know,
Right.
they're about as wide as they are tall. So, and of
For
course,
some reason, I like kobolds. I like goblins. I don't like dwarves.
Okay, now comes with the fun part: is finding a place to start. When I'm selecting an area in this game to start off in, I like mountains and hills because you got a lot of natural resources you can use, and you can mine into the mountain face and use it as a base. So that's very good.
Also, hills and stuff are very easily defendable.
Correct. I also like finding an area that has a growth period of year round. No, I don't want a swamp. What else we got around here?
I do not want to deal with Shrek.
I'm looking for a temperate forest area. Okay, there we go. Temperate forest year round. Now let's find. Okay, we got mountains. Okay, sandstone, limestone, and marble. Year-round growth period. Average temperature is 72 degrees Fahrenheit, ranging between 58 and 87. Okay, that might work. And sorry, fairly close to a road. And let's see, looks like I got some raiders to the north. Probably it shouldn't be that big of a problem. Okay, we'll do this. Now to prepare carefully to select who I would like and what kind of traits I want. So I can only pick 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Out of 8. Out of 8 people, I can only select 3. Okay, you're okay. Shooting, melee, construction, mining, and plants. 12 in plants. Yeah, fucking yeah. Be a great farmer. Cooking's good for this guy. He's not too bad with plants and crafting. That's pretty good. And good at being intellectual. Medical. I need someone who's good at medicine.
Wait, no, I don't want to press that button.
Okay, no one here is really that great with medicine. The highest one I have is an android at a 6.
The best operating system.
Tuh.
This message brought to you by fuck Apple.
Well, what I can do, I have a mod called Prepared Carefully, which means I can edit anyone I want and give them any sort of features I want. So we'll just take the last guy in my group here, select this guy, and we will just let's change this guy from being an android to being something else. If I can. Maybe I can't change it when I is an android or not. Well, I guess android is not that bad a thing to have. So, although I have, all right, okay, so I do okay. Got a male and a female of breeding age that could be useful. Oh, wait, do I have that mod? Probably not. No. Okay, this android. Well, I need you to be good at crafting. Really good at being a doctor. And mining would be good too. Yeah, just do all that. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. See what happens. Oh, I could have made the map size bigger. Oh well. The three of you awaken from your cryo sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and dripping metal. You barely get to escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown rim world. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. Alright, well, first things first. I don't know why it starts all of that stuff as forbidden. Let's allow all that. Now, let's see what we gotta work with here in terms of terrain. Okay, I'm liking this whole area right here a lot. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, this is perfect. Just a wide open area. I can close this off real easily. Yeah. I don't have to go anywhere.
Those are the best starts, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I don't have to relocate to like the other side of the map, so that is useful. Okay, we got plenty of deer on this map. Boomaloops, which I don't mess with because they explode when they die. Some horses. Oh, a bear. Some squirrels. No muffalo yet. Boars. Why are package survival meal? Why is that all the way to the north? That's weird. All right. Well, unfortunately, I can't. I'm not going to bother doing any hunting yet because I don't have any refrigeration.
What, they can't learn the salt or smoke?
Those don't exist in this game. The only way to preserve food is to refrigerate it.
Uh,
And that requires and that requires electricity.
Weaklings. Even me, an inept, stupid motherfucker, knows how to salt and smoke meats. Granted, I am also a weirdo.
Yeah, living in an apartment, smoking is not something that's easily done.
I just know how to do it just because I looked it up.
The apartment complex tends to frown on you trying to smoke indoors. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
I don't have
there are I know there are ways you could do it, but yeah.
Well, luckily for me, I don't live in an apartment. I live in a house.
So no, let's not put that there. Let's put my stockpile back here where I can roof it off. I mean, we do have an outdoor area, but it's not as if I can really, go outside and monitor a smoker. So all the time. All right, that should be perfect. And let's go ahead and let's put a. There we go. That should take care of that. Let's start building a makeshift shelter for the time being. And so I'm going to get a slightly bigger room. Okay. Let's get this started here. Also, first thing I need to get some farms going. Okay, that'll be potato. Let's do this cotton, and this one will be. Where is heel root? There's heel root. It should be labeled as, yeah, that's indoors. Good, so everything in there is protected.
I gotta one of these days reformat my what you call them, memory, because I fucked it up when I was reinstalling my new SSD drive in my computer. I sort of fucked up the installation, and I sort of partitioned it into 4 spots when it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah. How big is the drive?
It's 1 terabyte.
1 terabyte.
Yeah. And it's split into Let's see. 1, 2. Wait, that's not that. Wait, which one is this one? Okay. And it's split into 1, 2, 3, 4 drives when it really should just be one drive.
Yeah, I mean my SSD that this pretty much is used for my RB system is like 512 gigabytes.
Yeah. I'm thinking if I ever get the chance, I'm thinking of getting another hard drive, like not like a solid state drive, but just another straight up hard drive. Because they're a lot cheaper than solid state drives. And I saw one on Newegg for like, what, $50 for like 10 terabytes or something?
Well, let's see here. My C drive is listed as 475 usable out, and I have 50 gigs left on there. Now, my other drives, on the other hand, since I have 12 terabytes in here, my D drive, which holds pretty much all of my games and media, I have 998 gigs left. So that might become an issue. My media drive, which holds my RPG files and movies, that is actually the emptiest one I have. At I have a little over 4 terabytes of space in there. So, and of course, there's my let's see, Elements. That's my portable drive, my external drive, and Google Drive. So,
Okay, so I saw, yeah, for $59, so $60, I could get a 3 terabyte Western Digital Red Plus hard drive, which isn't too bad.
I think mine are Seagates.
All mines are Western Digital.
Yeah, I've mostly used Western Digital when I was growing up, but yeah, I think mine are. Let's see your properties. Is there a way I can see what if it says what they are? Or probably not, not unless I go into. Let's see here. ST6000. Oh well, doesn't really matter. It's make sure I'm still streaming everything properly. Yep. Okay.
But yeah, if I ever get some extra money, which I might if I ever finish, because I'm close, not close, but like, yeah, I guess I could say I'm close to finishing a book, my first published work.
So for Magic Dealer's new game, have you decided what you're going to be playing?
Yes.
And what are you running?
I am going to be playing, let me get his character sheet out real quick. That might take me a second. As I gotta load PC Gen up. Here he is. So the first character I'm thinking of running is a bit out of my wheelhouse. I'm usually not playing this type of character. As soon as he loads up, I'm going to tell you what he is. Because I don't remember, and I'm kind of still drunk, even though my body is sort of filtered out most of the alcohol. That's why I had to go to the bathroom earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But his name is Ritz Valgir. Good luck pronouncing that. Because I am a big nerd. Alright, he is Ritz Valgir. He is a lizard folk barbarian. And his whole thing is he's sort of like a traveling mercenary. Who sort of just set up shop in the town area where they are. For the time being.
Yeah, because that was, apparently we're all supposed to know each other. That was a stipulation.
He could probably know everyone just by the simple fact that he's been staying in the town for a bit. So he probably just knows everyone just via the fact that he's been there long enough to know everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, admittedly, that stipulation has got. I don't know if you saw my posting in the group chat on that, but that stipulation left me a bit of a quandary with my character.
Right.
Because playing a character like mine who is into ritualistic self-harm could be problematic.
Yeah.
And not just from a roleplay standpoint, but just from how people in general would feel comfortable with that as a subject matter in this group. I don't know how comfortable people in this group are familiar or comfortable with that. So, I mean, I may have to consider scrapping that character and save him for something else. I think I thought playing a character like that would be an interesting challenge. And
I'm surprised you didn't put him in my campaign.
Well, the thing here's the thing though with this character, he hates undead, so he's not going to fit in your game because everyone's undead. Yeah. Huh?
Well, not everyone's undead. It's just that the place you guys are all starting is just a city mostly filled with. Well, not even mostly. It's a city filled with, quote, the outcasts.
Yeah. So.
Also, werewolves and witches and all the other groups who normally don't fit in.
Yeah, since he hates undead, not probably going to really fit there all that well. Being a cleric of Zon-Kuthon, while undead is undeath is a subdomain of Zon-Kuthon, but the way he looks at it, the undead don't experience pain. And
so they can't. So they're automatically sinners in his eyes.
Since they can't, well, not sinners per se, but since they can't experience pain, they're not. They're kind of like abominations. So, now there are like vampires can experience pain, but the difference is with vampires, since they have regeneration, any pain they have is fleeting and doesn't leave any scars. So,
I guess. What is your character for my game anyway?
I was going with a tiefling rogue named Nigellus Urbane. I've used him before in the past for a couple different places. Okay, you know what? You need to punch this squirrel and teach him who's boss. There you go. See, that wasn't that hard.
A sentence you normally don't hear.
It was a mad squirrel. So a mad squirrels. Yeah, mad squirrels will seek out and attack any human. Yeah, mad animals do that. They're.
Yeah, like you don't normally hear the terms "punch that squirrel and show him who's boss" every day in your life.
Yeah, well, this particular guy had a knife, so he just stabbed a squirrel and that was it. So,
Like, I live in the South, and even then, we don't hear that shit.
all right. Is this unroofed? Should be a roof over here. Why are these trees still here? Yeah. Why are there trees indoors? You have a roof here. What the hell? They should have cut them down.
Maybe they want the ambience.
Well,
Or maybe they think it'll give them more oxygen.
hmm.
If the game is anything like Dwarf Fortress, your
Oh,
characters are very stupid and do a lot of dumb shit because they're goddamn idiots who get drunk all the fucking time.
well, ordinarily when a roof is built over an area, they chop down the trees. Maybe they're just not tall enough. But I want to have them.
Maybe.
I want to have them be removed. All right. So, need defenses. Okay, Collins needs treatment. That's my android. What's wrong with you? I know you got bit a couple times. You got a crack in your left arm. Well, now you're fully healed. Okay, that's fine. I need a meal source. I'm working on that with my farm. How am I doing on food? I've got 11 survival meals. Okay, great. Sure.
You know, it's interesting. I have a bunch of characters for magic dealer. No, not magics. Your game that I'm never going to use.
And why is that?
Oh, they're all backups.
Hmm.
Like, and they got cool, intricate backstories too, and they're just never going to be used just because, you know, unless the character I'm playing as dies.
Okay, that problem still persists. That's interesting.
Like the character I'm playing right now, I have her character's husband created in the off chance I get a chance to use him. I just realized if those two were to have a kid, that kid would be very fucking powerful. Because one of them's an Asimar, and the other one's a half elf. I don't know what kind of weird homunculi that would create, but it would probably kick everyone's ass. That reminds me, we never settled on a thing we were discussing with one of my character with the Stardust siblings.
What about them?
Are they what percentage dragon are they?
Oh, I have no idea.
Because their grandmother is a kobold, but their granddad is just a straight up white dragon. Like, does that make them half dragons? Or quarter dragons? Because their mom. I guess that makes them the Stardust siblings quarter dragons because their mom is the only kid that their grandmother ever had. And then she had them. So I guess that would make them quarter dragons, right?
I I have no idea.
I know technically with the rules as written, who gives a fuck? They're nothing, but like if you go by their genealogy, what would you think?
I would say probably at least a quarter.
Okay. Which is also part of the reason why their grandmother told them, "Hey, if you ever find a dragon, please sleep with it and continue that weirdness."
That's an odd message to send.
I mean, when your first child was half dragon and could do like some really cool shit because they're literally the progeny of a dragon, yeah, you kind of want to continue that bloodline and rather than let it see it thin out.
Oh, so one interesting mod that finally got someone that made for Skyrim recently was one thing that always kind of bothered me with those games was when NPCs would sleep, they slept on top of everything. Now that now, when an NPC would sleep in a bed, they'll sleep on top of the blankets.
Oh, that is mostly just because because from what I've gathered from game developers, sheets are hard.
Well, someone apparently made a mod that they use their blankets. I don't know if it's animated. It's probably just like when they get in bed, so this thing just pops over them. That they now have a blanket on them or something. I don't know. I have not used it myself, so I've been having issues with my Skyrim. So, right, I have too many mods that are, I guess, not working right. And honestly, AE slash AE is a bitch to get running because you got some mods that work with SE, some mods work with AE, some, you know, you gotta make sure things are. Oh, I got being raided. Who's raiding me? Where are you at? Alright, oh, there you are. You're kind of milling around, not attacking just yet. Alright, I'm gonna need to get some barricades set up here. And of course, my Skyrim experience is very not safe for work. So. They're beginning their assault. Okay.
I remember, but yeah, part of the reason from what I remember gathered from why a lot of games and stuff don't do, blankets is just because
it's too hard.
Yeah, it's more animation and more work and more texture shit for something that not a lot of characters would really players would ever see in a lot of games.
Oh,
the only reason it's never even mentioned in any passing in Skyrim is just because Skyrim has like a schedule system for all its NPCs where they do stuff every day, and they don't just like exist. Like a lot of people give Skyrim shit for like being quote wide as an ocean but deep as a puddle. But not a lot of games do all the weird shit that Skyrim does.
And of course, mods have really helped to expand upon that. What's wrong with you? Why are you at a break risk? Needs. Okay, very low expectations, that's fine. Where you at? Soaking wet? Well, yeah, you're outside in the rain, that's why. Ate without a table. Okay, we'll get work on that. Disturb sleep. Okay, awful bedroom. I'm sorry, this is the best I can imagine right now. Greedy for an... You have very low expectations, but you're greedy for an oppressive bedroom? Recreation starved. Okay, yeah, I can fix that. Okay, recreation. Recreation. Where is that tab? Oh, there it is. So let's get a horseshoe pin out and build a chess set. That should be. That's all I got room for right now. Yeah, I just want a table, huh? Well, that's too big. Put that there. Put a couple right there. I don't have enough room in this little hut for a stove, and it had to be wood fired anyway. I need to get... Okay, is anyone doing... Okay, why is no one doing any fucking research? Research. Okay, you are my only researcher. I want to make that a priority for you. Need to get solar panels made, then get batteries made. Once we have those two things done, then we can start working on getting things more civilized around here. Low food. Okay, yeah, we are completely out of food right now. Okay. Let's go forage for some berries until our... How close are our potatoes to being done? Halfway done. Okay. Alright, we need... Where are some berries? Ah, here we go.
What time is it? It's 10:47.
Maybe we should do some hunting. Actually, no, let's not hunt all of them. Let's hunt one of them. We don't have any way to preserve the meats. Let's just hunt one. And let's do a... I need to build a kitchen. So I'm going to need butcher's table and a stove.
Have you read any new books lately, Brett?
I have not. I don't read much nowadays. I mean, I got...
You should get into audiobooks. I think it would vastly allow you to read more.
I mean, yeah, I do have an Audible account, and I do have some tokens saved up. I just haven't gotten around to spending any. The last audiobook series I was listening to was Monster Hunter International.
Huh.
That was a pretty good series.
If I remember correctly, the guy who made that's kind of an asshole.
Yeah, but from my understanding, yeah, I think he is, but his books are still good. I mean, I tend to separate the art from the artist.
I can't really do that when the artist, is part of the alt-right.
Mm.
Just like the guy who makes Monster Hunter International.
Mm.
He was responsible for the Sad Puppies incident. You ever heard of that one?
No.
So, it's a bit of a thing. So basically, I think it was 2008. I mean, not 8. It might have been 2000. Shit. It was somewhat recently. No. 2016. So, in 2016, a bunch of alt-right sons of bitches, fuckers and motherfuckers and people who should not exist, but unfortunately we have to share the same world, let alone breathing space. Anyway, they wanted to push back against the fact that there was just too much quote-unquote diversity in the science fiction market. Despite the fact that science fiction is built upon, exploring new ideals and stuff like that, but, white supremacist gonna white supremacist. Anyway, they decided to try to make a mockery of the Hugo Awards by getting the one, the only, the legendary Chuck Tingle nominated for a Hugo.
Don't know who that is.
I am surprised. You've probably heard of his books. They're those very memey erotica books like Pounded in the Butt by My Own Butt, that kind of stuff.
Nope.
I am honestly surprised you've never heard of Chuck Tingle.
Nope.
Brett.
Nope, never have.
Look him up. He is a character, and I mean that in the best way possible. I will link you to a video that I think will be a good primer as to who Chuck Tingle is and what his general works are.
Are you eating that turtle raw? My android is eating a turtle raw.
He's an android. What does he give a fuck?
Well, apparently he got food poisoning.
That makes no sense.
I don't know either.
You would think that of all the creatures who could eat a turtle raw, it would be an android. I don't remember Lieutenant Commander Data getting sick.
Okay, so one of my colonists has developed artery blockage caused by chronic kidney disease. Great.
Ah, so he's like us.
Don't really have any way to treat that.
Just kill him.
No, I need him. I need him alive.
Go find one of the raiders and harvest their organs.
Well, I do have a mod to do that, but I don't have a surgery table. My colonists aren't smart enough to do that yet.
Oh, too bad. I was hoping you would just do it all Indiana Jones. Was it Temple of Doom?
Where what? Oh yeah, where the priest pulled the guy's heart out of his chest. Yeah, that was Temple of Doom.
Okay.
All right, I got animals sitting over here that are rotting. Why isn't anyone butchering them? All right, who is okay? Cook. Watson, I'm going to have you be my cook because that's part of that. All right, good. Go.
Yeah. But yeah, the dude who wrote Monster Hunter International was part of the Sad Puppies movement. If you ever get a chance to look that up, it's a very fascinating tale of how fucking ineffectual the alt-right can be at times.
Alright, there we go.
And I highly recommend you look up Chuck Tingle, because I think you would find him very fascinating. Like, I've never read any of his books, because a lot of them have subject matters I don't care much for. But I support the man either way, because he, A, makes Nazis angry, and anything that makes Nazis angry is A-okay in my book. And B, he's the anti-J.K. Rowling. Because J.K. has unfortunately turned into the worst person ever, and I hate it so much because it makes liking Harry Potter all the more worse. Like, you have no clue how hard it is to be a person in the LGBT space and to constantly be reminded that J.K. Rowling hates a good chunk of your friends for just the crime of existing. Granted, I think she'd also hate me because I'm non-binary, so... Anyway, I've been reading a new book, although it's an old book, but it's one I've been trying to read for forever.
What's that?
The Hobbit.
Oh, okay, yeah. I tried... Well, no, I didn't try reading that. I did try reading Lord of the Rings once, and I couldn't. I gave up.
Yeah, Tolkien. I'm sure there's probably an abridged version of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. I just not found it yet.
Why are you? What are you doing, Watson? Are you just out there lounging around? Okay, you're just lounging around. Okay, it's fine. When it comes to something that I would probably just prefer to listen to, I did listen. I have on my YouTube a library set up for audiobooks I managed to find on YouTube that aren't like blocked. Um,
Yeah, I was listening to an audiobook of Dune a couple of months ago. Well, not a couple of months. Yeah, a couple of months ago, because I was listening to this back in June of this year. So that was a couple of months ago.
let me check here. Let me my library. Playlists. Audiobooks. How many of these are still left in here that are still active? 20 of these videos are hidden. Okay, that makes sense.
It's very hard to find audiobooks on YouTube.
Yeah,
You gotta.
they eventually get taken out. Okay, The Flaw in All Magic. That one's actually a pretty interesting one to listen to. Let's see here. I have Wizard's First Rule in here. I haven't listened to that one yet.
I highly recommend you don't.
Why?
It's bad.
What else do I have in here?
Terry Goodkin is kind of a shithole.
Let's see here. Oh, Star Viking. Don't know what that one's about.
And unless you really, really, really want to deal with like randoid bullshit in a fantasy novel, don't read any Terry Goodkin stuff.
Let's see here. Where is? Let's see here. Sort. Where's Oops. Oh. All right, we seem to be doing okay. Well, food's still low. Potato plants are almost done growing. That's good. Cotton is almost done growing, so I can start making clothes. Heel roots being harvested. I mean, my guys are surviving so far, so.
Aside from one of them having kidney disease.
Yeah, Watson, listen. How are you doing here? Minor, okay. Artery blockage is minor. Both of the kidneys have kidney disease and major. Well, yeah, he's 45, so. But biological age is 45. Real age is 544.
What? Because of cryostasis.
Mm-hmm. Yep. My female colonist Mindy is 30, and the actual age is 611.
Ah.
My android is 362.
He don't need cryostasis.
Nope.
But I'm surprised you have Sword of Truth on your saved audiobook thing.
Sword of Truth.
Very good kind book. The one that I told you not to read.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was just adding stuff to there one day that were fantasy related and threw that on there.
Like I said, I highly recommend you not read it because it's bad. Like I said, unless you want to read like randoid bullshit.
Hmm.
Because I've read that book, and I've also read the book that inspired it, Atlas Shrugged, and I hated every minute of both of those.
Atlas Shrugged. It wasn't that a nonfiction book?
No, it's a fiction book. It was written by Ayn Rand, aka one of the worst writers in the human history.
What was it?
Coincidentally, that book is well known for having one of the main characters, John Galt, deliver this stupid monologue that begins with, shit. I have to look it up because I don't remember.
Okay. Let's see here.
Okay, yeah, it begins with John Galt saying, "This is John Galt speaking."
Always
And,
a great way to start off a book.
no, this is like a monologue that he delivers like midway through the fucking book. It is the longest single monologue for a character ever. And in universe, it lasts like 2 hours, I think. But no actual author has ever been able to get through John Galt's bullshit speech in less than 4 or 6. I don't remember. And the Atlas Shrugged is already a doorstopper of a novel, and most of that is comprised of John Galt's stupid, pedantic, objectivist bullshit that no one gives a fuck about. Here's the reason why I hate Atlas Shrugged. Because it has gone on to be a net negative in the world in terms of how it has influenced everything. You can blame Atlas Shrugged for such politicians as Ron Paul and Rand Paul. Because those two idiots read that stupidness in college, and rather than think Ayn Rand is a shitty writer, they took everything in that fucking book to heart and helped ruin our fucking country. If you can't tell, I don't like Ayn Rand.
I gathered.
She is a very bad author, a very bad person, and a massive fucking hypocrite. Because she was like, social safety nets and things like that shouldn't exist. And then she, used those social safety nets when she died. Before she died. Because, hypocrisy is such a very fun thing when you're an objectivist. Yeah, one of the jokes about the stupidness is that, like, occasionally, like, there's a joke that for John Goltz that basically says, when you first begin the book, in the book it's asked, who is John Galt? And by the end of the book, you're going, when will John Galt shut the fuck up? Here it is. Here's the quote I'm quoting. Eventually, the question you ask stops being, who is John Galt? And it becomes, when will John Galt shut up? Unknown origin regarding Atlas Shrugged, referring to Galt's 56-page long speech. Can you imagine reading someone fucking a 56-page long monologue for anything?
No, yeah.
Well, this is John Galt's speaking stupid speech. 56 pages. Like, and here's the kicker, and I've mentioned this before. In the book, it is claimed John Galt's stupid speech is only 3 hours long. No one has ever been able to clearly read it without messing up in less than 6. And I don't think I could sit through 6 hours of a motherfucker saying how much greed is good, giving to the poor is bad, and fuck you, I got mines. Because that's really all Ayn Rand's bullshit ideology is it can be boiled down to fuck you, I got mines. And I hate that kind of fucking mentality. Because it's part of the reason why we're in such a shit show in this fucking country now. That we let idiots like that run ragged in this goddamn country rather than kick their asses down when they should have been. But yeah, I hate Atlas Shrugged. Don't ever read it. And don't read Sword of Truth, because it's just that stupidness in a fantasy novel. Would you believe in the later books, the guy who wrote it, Terry Goodkind, has like these thinly veiled pastiches of the Clintons? Oh, and then there's the Devil Chicken.
Devil Chicken?
Yes, that is a thing. In one of the books, there is a chicken that is, quote, the purest embodiment of evil, called El Diablo Pollo. I am 100% serious, by the way. This is not something I'm making up on the spot. Because I am not that drunk anymore. I am very much sober now. And even when I was drunk, most of my shit was very coherent when I was writing it. Like, I'm working on my novel. Well, it's not even a novel, it's a collection of short stories that is being compiled into, like, a book. And even when I was drunk and writing it, I was able to make some very, very coherent sentences that would make any romance reader swoon. Like, here's a sentence I was very proud of when I wrote it. The kiss lasted for a few moments before he parted from her lips, taking her breath with him. I'm very proud of that sentence because it works. Also, for some reason, Terry Goodkind included a lot of BDSM in his books. Suffice to say, don't read The Sword of Truth. You are better off reading much better books. Like, I don't even like the Malazine or Melazine or whatever the fuck series it's called, but I'd even recommend that before Terry Goodkind, because at least that's good writing. It's grimdark as fuck, and I hate grimdark with a passion.
Oh, man.
Anyway. But yeah, I've been reading The Hobbit lately. Well, listening to the audiobook because I have trouble reading. Not even trouble reading, I just have trouble sitting down for any amount longer than a few minutes and doing and not working.
Yeah. So how are you liking it so far?
I like it. I'm on chapter. Let me check real quick, because the audiobook I'm listening to, which by the way, my library has like a fuck ton of this of the copies of this copy of The Hobbit. Like, of the 78 copies, only 76 are available right now. So including mine. So yeah, quite a few copies of The Hobbit. But at the moment, I am at chapter 5 still, but I'm only like 30% done with the book. It's a 10-hour audiobook, and I'm 3 hours, 10 minutes, and 59 seconds in. Well, technically, actually, it's 11 hours, but, you know, it's 11 hours, 3 minutes, and 35 seconds, so it's technically 10. It's about 10 hours, give or take. And like I said, I'm only 3 hours into the damn thing. So, and I've gotten to the part where Bilbo takes the ring from Smeagol or Gollum, whatever the fuck his name is, in that game of riddles. So I haven't even gotten to like the Battle of the Five Armies or any of that other cool shit.
Alright.
And I've tried reading Lord of the Rings, or like I said, listening to the audiobook. Coincidentally, I've stopped at a part of the book where a lot of people really like, just because it has a character that a lot of people like in it, who was never in the movies.
Tom Bombadil?
Yes. I was having a discussion actually a couple of days ago. Well, not a couple of days ago. It was literally yesterday. So, like Friday, with my grandmother about Tom Bombadil, because I've told her about Tom Bombadil, and she doesn't quite get who the fuck he is. And granted, no one really gets who the fuck Tom Bombadil is. Like, Tom Bombadil just exists.
Yeah.
To confuse the ever-living fuck out of everyone. Including Frodo. I mean, and I guess at the end of the day, that's what Tolkien wanted. Kind of reminds me of a joke in one of the books I'm working on. It's an urban fantasy book. And one of the characters is barred from entering the state of West Virginia because of the Mothman incident of 1963. And every time I mention it in any of the books, it'll never be elaborated in any details as to give you an idea what the fuck actually happened. But any details I give will always be contradictory to one another. Just because I find that idea very funny. Like, every time they mention it, some new detail changes, and every time it seems very contradictory to what actually might have happened, and that's the whole joke, is that no one is really sure what the fuck he did in 1963 to get him kicked out of West Virginia. All they know is just that it involved Mothman.
I've been pricing plane tickets recently. I'm planning on taking a trip to visit my friend in Texas at the end of the month, and I've been looking at plane ticket prices, and they have jumped up quite a bit from last year.
I mean, prices in general have jumped up since last year because of the inflation crisis we're going through.
And now I'm kind of wondering if I'm even going to be able to afford it. Unless, I mean, the prices change on flights like all the time. So,
well, the way I've heard the best way to do that is browse that stuff in like on a VPN or something, or an incognito mode, so that because they keep track of your IP, and every time you browse those websites, and they change the prices all the time. Like, look it up. That's a real thing that airlines and places where you can buy plane tickets do, where they track your IP, and so every time you visit them, they change the prices to see if you'll accept the higher prices rather than like the actual low prices that they're usually offered at.
Well, I'm using Priceline.
Yeah, I would try to find another. I would try to see if you could find it cheaper. Like Google Flights is a good one, if I remember.
I've used that. I've looked at a couple other websites, and really they're all kind of the same ballpark. And where I'm looking at, probably close to if not over $400, and I'm like, I budgeted like $300 for this, so we're kind of we're kind of like getting to the point where I'm like, I don't know if I can afford this now, and I also got to factor in, having my car being parked. So,
right,
which it's like last year I flew out of Cleveland, and right now it's looking like Pittsburgh is going to be cheaper. So,
well, if I were to go to Austin and I'd just be going by myself, a ticket to Austin, Texas, for me on the cheapest flight I can get would be $216.
well, I'm going to San Antonio.
From where?
Well, either Cleveland or Pittsburgh. Those are the two closest international airports to me.
Pittsburgh, Ohio.
No, not Pittsburgh, Ohio. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Oh. Yeah, because it's still in the 600 to 700 range. I'm surprised that you don't have a Spirit airline flight for you to catch, because even though Spirit sucks, it's cheaper. Yeah, even Google Flight says prices are currently high for your trip.
Well, I mean, it's toward the end of the month, so 27th to the 30th is.
27th through the 30th? Well, if this is to be believed, then if you were to go at Wednesday, you could probably find a flight for about $345 from like October 19th to October 20th. Actually, the lowest I can find for your pricing is $253, and that would be Wednesday, October 19th.
Yeah. Like right now, I'm looking at the cheapest one is $381, but the problem is it leaves at like 3:30 in the afternoon. I don't get there till like 11
Hmm.
p.m. Because there's like a 4-hour layover in the middle of that, and the others
Yeah.
are. I prefer to leave early in the morning and get there in the afternoon, and the only flight I can see that meets that is $458.
Yeah,
And
that's the.
and then looking at return trips, I went one in the afternoon, and that's an extra $100. So I don't know. I may have to skip this trip this year, and I just the plane ticket prices are just way higher than I'm expecting.
Yeah. But
And
like everything's higher this year.
you know,
Just the nature of the unfortunate fact that this year has been rampant
yeah,
with.
yeah, unless things change relatively soon, I'm just gonna tell them, look, I just can't afford it. These prices are ridiculous. Like you know, I had set money aside, sure, but I wasn't expecting the price to be this high. You know,
Yeah, this will probably be this next year will probably be the second, unless Ching. Well, next year I might have a job and more money, hopefully. Next year I'm trying to see if I can go to RTX next year because I missed this year's RTX.
all right. I need you. Who's doing? All right. We can make Cook a lower priority, but I need you to work on research right now. Uh, who is Knight? Can't trade with him. Okay. I need to get my solar panels done. For some reason, the name generator in this game is not working right. I think one of my mods must be interfering with it because for it just says error for when it's trying to tell me where people are from.
Always fun.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna call it quits on Discord. I'll talk to you later, Brett.
All right. Good night.
Night.
Yeah, I'll probably give this like another half hour or so before I call it quits myself. I need to fix something to eat. I'm getting hungry. I think I need more beds. Assassination request. Yeah, sure. Well, they should have brought their own food. Earth torturers. Oops. Right. Clicked the wrong button. Where are they at? I don't know where they're at. Buffalo, good. Plenty of deer. I just need someplace to store all that meat. Gift from Airforium. Okay, that's fine. Thank you for your patronage. Oh, I don't know where this raider is. So just wait till they attack. Huh. No wonder I had a hard time spotting you. You blended in. That took a while. Am I out of food? I'm out of food. Alright. Alright. We're doing pretty good on potatoes. Need some meat so you can cook. Cooking food requires at least two food sources in order to cook. So, um, buffalo provides a lot of meat, but they're kind of dangerous to hunt. And without any food preservation, let's go with the deer right now. Ship to the stars. Hmm. What did you give me? Unity Guard Cloak. That's pretty good. Pretty interesting. Um, and if there's enough to refrigerate food, yeah. What is? Hmm, I got plenty of wood, so I'm not too concerned about that. Oh man, that this vein just keeps going and going. Hmm. Hmm. Save. Yeah, I think I'm done. Well, I'd like to thank everyone who joined me this evening. I'll try to do this again at some point in the future. So thank you for watching. This is Talsar Gelden. Good night.